In an exclusive interview with Signature TV, the Commissioner for Information, Aka Ezaka, detailed the administration's accomplishments over the past year, including the recovery of dormant government properties to boost economic growth. According to the Commissioner for Information, Governor Mbah has made significant strides, fulfilling his promises of an all-inclusive government.
The government of His Excellency, Dr. Tinubu Mbah, has come with a lot of watershed activity, behavior, governance, and administration all packed in one. Because he came with a novel way to govern a state. Why I'm saying that is that governance has been on in Enugu State for a long time. And he came with what he called disruptive innovation.
The Commissioner for Transport, Obiozo, said there are plans to revamp the transport sector, including the purchase of buses to improve public transportation.
So this exercise is not just about terminals. I actually don't like that we are distracted. Terminal is just a physical infrastructure. What we should be focusing on is in the service, the utility of these terminals. The state have already ordered over 50 CNG buses that are 80 passenger capacity, world-class buses that will now be moving people from terminals to terminals.
The Bishop of Enugu Catholic Diocese, Callistus Onaga, described Governor Mbah's government as a government in a haste, highlighting its achievements in the past 12 months. Speaking at the Thanksgiving Mass at the Government House Chapel to mark the inauguration anniversary, he emphasized that the administration has kept its promises since taking office.
Once somebody is doing something that is good for the people, the Catholic Church will always support that person. And so far, the present administration is doing something good for the people. Even, as I said in the church, some are still finding it difficult to follow.
Others also spoke on the government's achievements after the Mass.
When we came, we had what people called bogus projects that they thought we would not be able to accomplish, considering the state of the finance that we met in the state. But knowing where we were going, knowing what we proposed, I'm happy that after just 1 year, people are seeing that the promises made to Enugu is being accomplished and being fulfilled.
The Excellency is exceeding expectation. It might be a surprise and wonder to them. They may think that we are, praise singers, but I don't think any individual, except for you media guys, that would have followed up in tracing and getting the statistics of all he's been able to do for the people of Enugu in just 1 year.
A human rights activist, Larry Ogwego, commended Governor Mbah's administration but highlighted areas needing attention.
I would rather suggest that while we look at the grand plans, the nodal transportation system, the smart schools, and all those beautiful ideas, we should also look at the small problems and begin to think of how to fix them. Because sometimes when people wait for these grand projects and they don't manifest quickly enough, they think you're not doing anything. So my recommendation is that while the governor, for instance, is thinking about the smart schools, we should also think about how to improve education in the regular schools.
A member of the All Progressive Congress in the state, Felix Ebubago, praised the government's response to Enugu's challenges, but urged a review of the increased tax burden on poor citizens.
That the government is building a new Enugu, which I had expected from the time of Sullivan to Buruburu, but now a new Enugu is coming up, where we can have smart street, we can have smart city, we can have so many things that makes a new city to be a new, where investors can come. Now at the same time, I observe that this regime is very hard on tax and taxations. The taxes are very hard. For instance, if you want to register a deed of assignment, you will pay about 4,000 naira according to the opinions, 4,000 naira per square meter. So if you are buying a land at 500,000 naira, you will use about 2 million naira to register it, which makes it difficult.
Speaking at a sports event in Enugu, the Deputy Governor of Osun State, Kola Adewosi, praised the Enugu State government for its achievements in the area of sports.
You know the antecedent of Enugu State, the number of national and international athletes they have produced. And with the effort of the present governor, you can see things for yourself. I believe I'm looking forward to a successful hosting of the National Sports Festival.
There's huge investment in infrastructure, sports infrastructure development ongoing in Enugu State, starting with currently the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, which is undergoing refurbishment. And I've mentioned to you that there are efforts being made to put the Games Village in place for that.
Reassuring the people of his continued investment in sports, Governor Mbah said the government is enhancing the sports infrastructures in the state to prepare Enugu to host the 2026 National Sports Festival.
First of all, you're going to expect a world-class infrastructure. So because we are aspiring to be this host and we know what the minister stands for, he stands for perfection. So we're going to be able to put up world-class infrastructure that nobody would be able to resist but concede the next hosting right to Enugu.
In the last 1 year, Governor Mbah has shown his readiness to bring development to Enugu State through a number of completed and ongoing projects in the state, and his mantra, tomorrow is here. Yet, the people continues to call for a more humane approach to governance to ensure social justice. Chinemerem Ikebunam for Signature TV News.